What is going on YouTube? Welcome back to JD's Nerdverse. We're doing a prediction video today for Chansey, the egg Pokemon. It's a little cute little normal type Pokemon who has a very nice level up rate. It's a fast level up rate. It's got the fastest in the game. And let's go and go over the stats and we'll get some predictions out of the way. But we gotta get some stats first. So stats, 250 HP, highest in the game. Attack is 5, probably the lowest in the game. Same with defense, it's 5 as well. Special is 105, which is fantastic when you see this Pokemon's level up or TM moveset. And then speed is 50. So yeah, the HP is great, and so is special, and speed is actually not that bad. But the attack and defense is something we're gonna have to work with. Because a lot of normal moves, which is what this Pokemon is, the moves are physical damaging move, not special. So that's gonna be something we're gonna have to contend with. But let's move on to the moveset. So the level up moveset, ignore where it says the Y and the stuff in yellow. We're playing with red, or we're playing with Pokemon Blue, but RGB is what we want to look at when it comes to our moveset. So we start the game with Pound. It's a 40 base power, 100% accurate move with 35 power points. That's very nice, and also it's Stab, so it's 60 base power. Okay. We also start with Double Slap. It's a 15 base power Stab move, so it's probably about like 23 base power. Move with 85% accurate and 10 power points. So not the greatest move, but it could potentially do, no, it wouldn't even do more than Pound. It just hits twice and has a propensity to miss. Tail Whip would be great because early we have to face Brock and all of his moves are normal type. And so Brock's going to be tricky, and Tail Whip would be great for Bide game, but we don't have access to it. Level 24 we get Sing. We might actually have to get to level 24 to get by Brock to have Sing so he can put his Pokemon to sleep. 55% accurate, 15 power points, so it's not the most accurate move ever, and I don't know how long I'm going to hang on to that, but we'll see. At level 30 we get Growl. I'm not going to use it. Minimize, not going to use it. At level 38, 44 defense curl, probably going to keep it because it helps badge boost, and 48 is Light Screen. It's a defensive move that we can get. I don't know if we'll need that or not, but we'll see. I doubt it. And at 54, Double Edge. We can get Double Edge long before this. But where this is great for this Pokemon is because this Pokemon has such high health, Double Edge coincides very well with it. It synergizes so well because you can use Double Edge, get the recoil damage, and you have so much health that it's not really gonna. It's gonna be like it's gonna be not even a drop in the bucket. It's not gonna be much at all. 100% accurate, 150 base power with Stab, 15 power points. So that's its level up moveset. We actually cannot beat the game with this moveset. Nothing here can hit Ghosts. However, it has one of the broadest TM movesets I've ever seen, with a lot of moves that are Stab, so let me go over that real quick. So, Mega Punch, 80 base power. We can get that pretty early in the game. 85% accurate. It's 120 with Stab, so that's great. Mega Kick, we can get later in the game. I'm probably not going to ever get it and use it. It's just not accurate enough for it to be usable in a playthrough. Toxic, we won't use. Body Slam will definitely be used. 85 base power with Stab. It's fantastic, 100% accurate. Now, Takedown won't be used. Double Edge may be used. I don't think I'll need to, but it may be used. But it does work very well with this Pokemon. Now, here's why I said our special is important, because now this gives us so much coverage. So, Water Gun and Bubble Beam are two moves we can get pretty early. And with our high special, these moves would be super effective. We don't get any Stab because we're not Water type, but they're going to be very effective with our high special. They're both 100% accurate, and they help us after, like Brock, At Brock, we can't do much because he's Rock type. He resists us. This helps us counter any Rock type we come across later in the game. Ice Beam and Blizzard will also be, they're more or less our mid to late game moves that we can use to counter Rock type and a couple other types as well. Like I said, Special will work very well with both of them. Hyper Beam is a move we can get. It's very powerful. It's the most powerful move we can get. 150 base power. And with our Stab, it's 225 base power. It's incredible. 90% accurate. So, yeah, it's a great move, and I just don't know if I want to, get it, and I don't know if we're going to need it. So, we'll see. So, a lot of the normal type moves, too, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned this yet or not, but our attack stat is not going to work well with a lot of these moves because we have to get our attack stat boosted somehow. We'll work on that. It's something we're going to work on with some vitamins and things like that. We can do all the 3 fighting moves that we're not going to use. Submission, counter, seismic toss. They're kind of worthless, especially to us. Rage is worthless, but it is stab. So I guess if we really got desperate, we could use it, but we're not going to need it. Solar Beam, not going to use, but it's good that we have access. I don't know why we have access to it, but we do have access. Thunderbolt is fantastic. It's 95 base power. We have high special, and it's going to help us get through a couple water type and flying type Pokemons that can give us issues, like our rivals Pokemon, and like Gyarados, so on and so forth. Thunder won't use because it's not that accurate. However, Psychic is a good move to use, and we get access to that. So later in the game, when we have to face Agatha, Psychic will be very useful. Also be very useful against Koga's gym as well. So very good in our high special. Works well with that. Teleport, not useful. Mimic might be useful, but we'll see. I may at one point delete Defense Curl, and Mimic might be the way to get the badge boosted back. So I'm not sure yet. I haven't really looked too far into it. Double Team, not allowed. Reflect, not going to use. Bide, could be useful. I might use it early, just for an extra move. Metronome, not going to use. Egg Bomb is interesting because it can be used and it's very powerful, but the accuracy is not good enough for me. So I'm just not going to use it at all. Fire Blast can be used. I don't know why this cute little egg Pokemon can do Fire Blast, but it can. Yeah, I don't know why. Skull Bash, not going to use. It is Soft Boiled is interesting because Soft Boiled, what it does is it replenishes your health. It replenishes back half your health. So if we have our high health of like 400 and we're at half health, we can just do Soft Boiled and replenish all. It kind of looks like Rest, but Rest is puts you to sleep. Soft Boiled will not. So Rest is not going to be used. Thunder Wave won't be used. Side Wave won't be used. Tri Attack could be used. I haven't decided yet on this one, but Tri Attack could be very interesting because it's just as powerful as Mega Punch. It's way more accurate, but it does electric, fire, and ice damage at once. So that may be useful. I haven't decided. Like I said, I'm looking at the move pool. We started the game with Pound and Double Slap. Those moves won't last very long. But we're going to get Water Gun. We're going to get Mega Punch. So those two will be used for a while. Body Slam. Bubble Beam will be added, and Water Gun will probably go kaputs. Body Slam will probably replace Mega Punch. Thunderbolt will be added, so our move at that point would be Body Slam, Bubble Beam, and Thunderbolt, along with Defense Curl probably. And then we're looking at, what move are we looking at after that? After that, you're looking at potentially adding Ice Beam, but I might actually hold off on Ice Beam just to make sure I don't add it too early and need to delete it. And then maybe Tri Attack. So yeah, that might actually be the 4 moves for a while. So Psychic, Thunderbolt, Body Slam, and I guess Bubble Beam for a while. Yeah, I might not have to use Tri Attack after all. So we'll see. We will see indeed. But yeah, that's the TM moveset. It's very broad. It definitely has a lot of coverage, and special, like I said, works very well with a bunch of the moves we get that have coverage. So I've played through with another Pokemon recently. The last one, Rhydon, Rhyhorn and Rhydon, and they had coverage like this, but their special was garbage. And if you saw that playthrough, we were able to mitigate it and get a pretty decent run in. But this is the opposite of that, where I have these special moves and I have a high special, so these moves will work very well with this. So let's move on to rules of the playthrough. You can only use Chansey in battle. You can use other Pokemon for HMs or to catch Pokemon for HMs. Running clock with 3 exceptions. 1 is Lieutenant Surge's gym. 2 is like set places I do this, like 1 Celadon City. If we need to pause the timer, sell some stuff, buy some stuff, whatever case may be, as soon as we start the actual plot of the game back up, we'll unpause it. And then the last one is if we need to buy a move from the Rocket Game Corner, we can pause the timer, go sell coins. You can only get 50 at a time in Gen 1, and then we'll restart the timer whenever we're done and we have our move. So the issue with that, in future generations, like it gets fixed. So when I start playing Gen 2, I won't have this rule. It'll only be like 2 exceptions. And then no glitches or exploits allowed in battle. We can use the badge boost, but we cannot use the Missingo or the Pokédoll glitch. No items in battle. The items there's 1 item I allow, and that's Ethers. And that's because sometimes I don't pay attention to my power points, and I don't think the Pokemon should be punished because of my stupidity. And it's more or less to mitigate that. So we also have, I want everyone here, if you can, please subscribe, please comment, please like, just some kind of participation. It really helps. Whenever people comment, like, and things like that, it shows up in other people's feeds, and that's how a small channel like this grows. I really appreciate it. And also, if you want to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, JD's Nerdverse and JD's _nerd_verse. So let's go back to the first slide, and we'll give a prediction. So This Pokemon is going to have a struggle getting by Brock. Brock is rock type. We are normal. It's just not going to go well, but he does only have normal moves towards us, so he's not going to do a lot of damage. The only question I have is how good or bad he's going to do with Bide Game. I may actually have to get to level 24 and get Sing for something to do for Bide Game. And the reason why that's not the worst thing ever, because its Pokemon does level up very fast, so that might be the worst thing. But I will compare this to another Pokemon like Clefairy and also like Jigglypuff. Once they got by Brock, those runs went very fast. So we shall see how well this Pokemon does. It's going to really come down to how fast we get by Brock. I don't think there's no other wall that we have to deal with until potentially the Elite Four. But like I said, with our coverage, we're going to be able to cover anything that the Elite Four throws at us. So yeah, sticking with the schedule, this is Monday, so you got Prediction Monday. Tuesday, Lord of the Rings. Wednesday will be some other Pokemon video, whether it's a challenge video, whether it's a ranking, whether it's a replay of an old Pokemon I've already played through as, but I want to put a better representation of the Pokemon on camera, on screen, on a video, whatever. Thursday has been Shield Wall. So if you've never played Shield Wall, it's pretty fun. You should check it out. They're pretty short videos compared to the rest of the videos I do. And then the last one on Friday is obviously the playthrough of the Pokemon we predicted on Monday. So that's it. That's my prediction. I think this will take. I didn't give a time prediction. I'm sorry. I think this will take between an hour and 20, an hour and 25 minutes. I think we'll slide in there somehow, right in that spot. Like I said, Brock is the biggest issue. If we can get by Brock about 20 minutes, I think the rest of the game can fly because of coverage, because of all those things. So let me know what you think in the comment section down below. How long do you think this will take? And that's it. Have a good one, and I'll see you on Friday.